What's going on, guys? I am Circa, or Nick here from Chewy Circas, and I'm bringing you guys another M.O.A.B. Now, in this M.O.A.B, we got some Type 95 action, and we got a bit of, I believe it's the MP9 action going on in this. Now, a lot of you guys have seen my last three M.O.A.Bs on this channel. Here's another one. Now, what I'm going to say about this one is it was a little more harder to get and a little more camped, as you guys can see, but that's okay, it's still a M.O.A.B. Unfortunately, I know you guys are probably going to give me a bit of dislike for this. It's a Type 95. Now, it's okay, my friend who does go and grab the M.O.A.Bs and stuff for me, uh, I think he like, when getting a M.O.A.B, now, I've only gotten a few, like, I've gotten maybe 150. He's gotten about 5 or 600 M.O.A.Bs. Now, the thing is when I play, the thing I realize is that, you gotta be very cautious about, like, what you're doing. You have to always be, prepared for something like this. So, I guess today's commentary will be on how to get a M.O.A.B. So, as you can see, what's going on, I'm not going to go and be one of those retarded commentators and explain what's going on in the video, because clearly you guys can see. But your best bet on if you're going to get a M.O.A.B, now everyone knows about this, is you're going to need Specialist. Now, you don't need it, but it helps you a lot more, because after 7 or 8 kills, I believe it's 7 kills, you have something called Specialist Bonus. Now, what Specialist Bonus does is, for those of you who don't know, by the way, it allows you to have every perk that you have currently unlocked, even if you don't have them on your specialist thing, like the 3 you get to pick, you get all of them no matter what. So the best one that I find helps the most is Scavenger, definitely, and Recon. Now, I find that Scavenger is the best because I'm usually down, maybe I get about 10 kills, and that's when my ammo starts to run low. Now, that's the thing I really don't like, is after a certain amount of time, like, I've got maybe 10 shots left in my gun, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not going to be able to get this. I'm switching over to the secondary, which is usually my PM9, MP9, whatever it is. I actually forget at the moment. Now, another thing you're going to definitely need is called sound whoring. Now, what sound whoring is, it's not only when he's camping. Now, you guys will see him, stay in a certain spot for a few seconds. Now, don't think it's just called camping, okay? That's just stupid. Now, what he's doing, actually, is he's sound whoring. Now, he's got his Turtle Beaches on. Actually, I believe he has Astros, so... And what he's doing is he's turning the game volume up and the chat volume all the way down, and he's listening for footsteps with having SitRep Pro. Now, SitRep Pro is also, if you have Specialist Bonus, it's going to help you out a lot, because the footsteps become increased by so much, and especially with, like, Turtle Beach Wear or Astros, Triton, stuff like that, the footsteps will only make sound in one of the earpieces to guide you towards which way the person is. Now, I found that this was amazingly helpful, especially when, you're just sitting there and you kind of have to sound whore for footsteps. Now, you don't want to be moving around too much. Like, see how he's doing like a horseshoe kind of shape? He's going from right where you just saw him, and he's kind of going and curving back around over this way. Now, you don't want to make it, like, right here. See, this also, he could have been camping, but at the same time, he's sound whoring, trying to find out if someone's inside this room here, and he doesn't want to, just run in blindly. So, it does help. Now, obviously, you're going to need you're going to need the support of your teammates, so, you're going to need them to be on, like, their game as well. Like, I've seen people who can get it in free-for-all as well, like my friend Jesse, who you guys are watching right now, can get these M.O.A.Bs and stuff like that in free-for-all. I think he finds it a little more difficult because, he doesn't have the support of his team to help him and give him call-outs. Now, I don't think he's playing with anyone, like any of his friends in this game, so, it's going to be a little harder for him to get, but especially, let's say you have a friend who's going for a M.O.A.B. Now, what you're going to want to do is where you die, you make a call-out. Now, obviously, for newer gamers, I guess you might not know what a call-out is. Now, I feel pretty bad that I have to explain it, because I know there are people out there that don't know what it is, and obviously there are those gamers that do know what a call-out is, which is great. So, quick little brief history of a call out now. It's usually when you die or if you spot someone, you kind of call out to your teammate, obviously, on where you've seen them. Like, well, let's say there's a person up to the left, for example. I'd be like, okay, my position to the left on the stairs or something, you know. And let's say my teammate's behind him, he could turn around and kill him so that I can keep going. Especially, you know, it's like right there. See, he just got the M.O.A.B. now. There was no support of his team in this one. It was more just he had to kind of go with it himself. Now it's a little harder to do like that. I'd suggest, like, you know, first off, playing with your team, like your friends that you know. Now if you guys are watching, like right now, okay, what's happened is he's gotten the M.O.A.B, so he's not, you know, doing the horseshoe kind of thing anymore. Like, he's not circling a certain area of allowing them to come to him. Now he's just going to them just, you know, because he's already got the M.O.A.B. He's not concerned in the least anymore. So, but the main thing about it is you want them to come to you. You don't want to go to them, really. That's kind of the last thing you want to do, especially if they're camping. You don't want to go to them. You want them to come to you. The reason I say that is for the fact that when they're coming towards you, usually they're running in towards wherever your little spot is. Now, even if you are camping, you know, it's okay. Just try to keep your camp to the minimum because, you know, they're going to catch on and, you know, what if they start, like, chucking grenades and C4 at you? It's not what you want to have to deal with because that's going to mess up your M.O.A.B and there goes your streak. So, like I'm suggesting, you know, it's just keep it basic, keep it simple. You know, all you're gonna want to do is, if you're gonna rush for the M.O.A.B, keep it in a horseshoe kind of shape of a certain area of the map. Keep it usually on your spawn, because then when they come towards you, you already have the high ground and you're already prepared for them coming and attacking you. So if you do that, I'm not gonna guarantee you'll get a M.O.A.B, but you see your chances are increased and you have better chances at getting a M.O.A.B. Now, the minute you get the M.O.A.B, now you're gonna want to call it in. You get really excited, and usually just after you call in the M.O.A.B, if you watch a lot of gameplays, people for some reason they die right after they get the M.O.A.B. Now, for me, my first time I ever got a M.O.A.B, I got so excited, and I started jumping around, and I was like, yes, I got a M.O.A.B. And I was kind of shaking. It is a lot of work to get, you know, unless you're a really good gamer and you just get them naturally, as my friend Jesse, as you guys are watching. I just kind of derped out on talking there. Jesse can usually get them about 90% of the time playing a game. So if you guys want to add him up on Xbox and, you know, just play around, like play with him or whatever, he's really chill. The only thing is he's a little bit of a tryhard, so, you know, you're gonna have to get used to a little bit of rage, which is alright, you know, he's pretty cool. Now, you're gonna have to have a positive KD to add him now. I know, for myself, I just got my KD positive, so I finally feel like, yes, I kind of belong on his friends list now. But yeah, you guys, no offense to the, like, what is it? People that have, like, a lower KDR, you can add him, and then, you know, ask him if he can help you out and stuff, but yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. His gamertag is in the description below his name. It's ObtuseIV. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys tomorrow or something like that. Goodbye.